smile and drink. Everything's gonna be a-okay. Just smile and drink.
I feel like we need 2
A-okay.
bottles for this.
Yeah, probably. Hey.
Oh, we're good.
Alrighty. What's up, my dudes? Yeah, we're gonna start. That was a rough start, but we're just gonna get right into it. Tonight's Ladies' Night, episode 2. So you got me. Hello, my name's Anna. This is my beautiful co-host, Lindsay. We got Emily in the back. She's in the back doing all the fun techie stuff, and then we got her husband, who I guess is a woman, Alex. If you want to say hi. No? Okay, cool. Well, we have quite the episode for you guys today.
It's true.
We're going to talk about pickup lines and if they actually work. If they do, you're going to be awarded the coveted nut button. If they don't work, then we're just going to roast you guys for actually using them. We're also going to talk about questions that you should be using.
Yeah.
We're talking about questions to get to know people.
You're right.
Or
no, well, it's questions on how well you know a person.
Yeah, which is still ask somebody a question like that in a bar or when you're drunk. That's fun to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're also going to talk about, what was the other thing? I shouldn't have drank that wine.
Things men think they know about women that are untrue.
Yes, because you guys seem to think you know so much about us. And then we're going to wrap all this up with talking about the bro girl conundrum, because Lindsay and I are both kind of bro girls, or at least, in high school it was really rough, but
I'm better now.
Yeah, I married somebody, so
that's
I figured something out.
You're the winner here.
Yes, woot woot, yay me. So yeah, we're just gonna roll right into it. For those of you that are watching along on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, if you've ever used a pickup line, tell us what it is. Tell us if it worked. More importantly, tell us if it worked.
That's true.
Because I have found I don't necessarily pickup lines are funny if you're already in a relationship, because
I think they're also funny, if you're super not into the person and they're trying really hard.
Ooh,
but you're with the girls at night and they come and you're like, oh, that's the best you got. Come on.
But that's not funny. That's pitiful.
Dude, that's funny
it's
to me.
Sad. It's very sad. But Alex, back there, have you ever used a pickup line with Emily?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Yes, as a joke.
Yeah,
Ooh,
jokingly.
what was it?
I have no idea.
Emily, do you
couldn't
know?
tell you.
I don't remember.
You don't remember what it was?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's ever used a pickup line on me. Nope, I lied one time.
Tell me.
So it was Oktoberfest, and we were at this brewery,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a drink called Octoberize.
Okay.
And this guy, and it was super packed. So I'm reading off the menu away from the bar, trying to figure out what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And this drunk guy comes up over my shoulder and starts whispering in my ear. He's like, "Oh, do you have October eyes?" And I was like, "Nope, I have blue eyes."
Mm-hmm.
And then our friend Gretchen came over and pretended to be my gay girlfriend, and he ran away.
I love it. That's amazing.
It's the only time anybody ever used a horrible pickup line on me.
I don't think I've ever had anybody use a pickup line on me either, in a serious situation.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously Josh is a nutcase, so yeah, he'll say stupid stuff. But,
It's true.
But we did find a list of the 40 best, quote unquote, best pickup lines. I'm gonna tell you my favorite one on the list so far. And
I think it's probably my favorite.
So mine is, "Hey, my name's Microsoft. Can I crash at your place tonight?"
I feel like I'd be like, okay, you have 1 minute to convince me to keep talking.
Well, the reason I like it is because the type of person that would be using that, is obviously, they kind of get the joke that Microsoft isn't as, stable, as Mac or whatever. And it's just can I crash at your place
I feel like
tonight?
it's definitely would be, a nerdier person using
Oh,
that.
absolutely. That's something Josh would
Yeah.
walk up to me with. So that's currently my favorite one. And I think, honestly, because it makes me giggle and, like, that's my biggest
Yeah.
thing is you have to make me laugh. I think that, to me, would be awarded the nut button. But that's just my opinion.
I don't know. Listen, the first one on the list cracks me up because it's just, I'm
Oh.
here. Well, here I am. What are your other 2 wishes?
Well,
Like, that's super bold.
it is bold,
It's
but it's
cheesy.
also, but also think about it this way.
Chauvinistic, yes.
Well, no, if you're sitting in a bar and like some random dude just walks up to you, like you're just sitting there minding your own business with your friends, and he's like, "Well, I'm here. What are your other 2 wishes?" I'm gonna be like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
I feel like it would depend on the. Like, there's a point where I'd be like, okay, you got 7 seconds to convince me that this needs to be a longer conversation.
7 seconds. What's
Yeah.
he supposed to say in those 7 seconds?
That's the key. If you can keep me in 7 seconds, then we can continue this conversation.
Listen, you know what it says? I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
what follows it.
That's true. Oh, that's awful.
Which one?
I must be a snowflake because I've fallen for you.
Oh my God. Just kill me now.
Oh, this one's pretty good. Aside from being sexy, what do you do for a living?
That one's not bad because it's funny. I would laugh. I'd giggle.
I feel like I've heard that one before.
The one I really like is I wish I was cross-eyed so I could see you twice.
That was pretty good.
That one's funny.
That
I
was
think
pretty good.
That one's a nut.
Oh,
What?
if you were a transformer, you'd be Optimus Fine.
So bad.
Yes.
Well, you also have to think too that like the type of people that like these men are trying to pick up are probably not us.
No, Lord, no.
So these women that they're trying to pick up
I feel like that would be the person be like,
aren't gonna
what's
know.
a
like,
transformer?
exactly. They're not gonna know what it is. Like this and this one, like sometimes they're just too elaborate. Like, are you related to Jean-Claude Van Damme? Because Jean-Claude Van Damme, you're sexy. Like
That one's pretty quick. Like,
it's too involved
That's
because
true.
most people don't know who Jean-Claude Van Damme is anymore.
do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again?
Yeah, ugh, God,
That
I
because at
hate
that point you're
one.
like, that's not first sight, that's second sight. Like,
Yeah, be like, well, technically, you didn't fall in love with me the first time you walked by, so bye-bye.
bye bye.
Oh, God, I'm hitting my mic. This one is like, did you just come out of the oven? Because you're hot.
That's
What?
that's like a.
It's so
I feel like that's a preteen trying to do a pickup line, and he thinks he's cool, but he's not.
That's like a do you like me? Check yes or no. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Oh, my God.
baby. If you were words on a page, you'd be fine print.
Oh, my God. Is your name Google? Because you have everything I've been searching for. Okay. Okay. This gets at the heart of why I hate pickup lines is they're so superficial. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, the reason you're using one is because you've seen an attractive girl in a bar.
Right.
But, like, to just be like, you're everything I've been searching for. You could find this chick, and she could be the most beautiful person on earth. But if she's an asshole,
yeah.
she's obviously not everything you're searching for.
Well, I guess it could be though. I mean,
Well,
depending on
that's
the
true.
person.
You just want to be in a shitty relationship.
Yeah.
Do you guys in the back, do you have any of them that are
Oh my gosh, I got one for
sticking out
Josh
for
in
you?
a second.
This is a good one.
Yeah, you want to see my Roblox server?
Alex, is that for like a 12-year-old?
It works for all ages.
It works for all ages.
That's amazing.
I'll give you an honorary nut for that. Emily, do you have one? Or do you think they're just as cringy as we do?
I think the only ones that I've heard are ones on this list.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, are there any on the list that are sticking out to you that you're like, that's a solid one?
I have one
This
that-
one's great.
No.
My love for you
Yes,
is like
I just-
diarrhea. I just can't hold it.
I feel like that would be something Josh would say.
Honestly, I would talk to that person more. I really would. Because it's like, because I would immediately respond with, well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Do you like Star Wars? Because Yoda only won for me.
Oh my
That's
god,
awful.
it's so bad. Do you know CPR? Because you're taking my breath away. Okay,
That's super
listen,
common.
the CPR one is my favorite.
Oh.
Here is why. When I was a lifeguard, right? And these guys would be like, "Hey, if I drown, like, would you do CPR on me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm just gonna let you know that A, it's gonna crush your ribs,
Yeah.
right? And B, you might not live." Like, so
I'm not that good at
they
it.
were like, "It's gonna crush my ribs." Like, yeah, that's what CPR does. I'm literally putting all of my weight
Yeah.
on your chest, which I know you do not want.
trying to start your heart that's through your ribs.
Exactly.
Like-
So yes, I'm gonna break it. Your chest is gonna be a mushy mess when I finally crack your sternum.
That's if I don't break anything or
And
hurt
it's
anything while I
gonna
break your
be
ribs.
great. I was like, then I'm gonna have to blow hot air into your mouth through a plastic guard, so I don't
So
get whatever
romantic.
herpes you're dragging around. Like, it's so gross.
You're
Uh,
good.
Yeah,
Canister Shell
Kevin.
said he's going to use the "Do you like Star Wars? Because Yoda only won for me."
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin. I look forward to hearing
I
about
approve.
your escapades using that. I really am. It's gonna be great.
I guess I don't know. I think probably my favorite at this point is "You're so beautiful that you made me forget my pickup line."
Yes. Yes. Solid.
3. Wow.
Yeah. I like it because it's acknowledging the horribleness of pickup lines
Yeah.
while also still being like, you know what? I think you're pretty hot. I think you're pretty cute. You know?
Yeah.
So overall, boys,
Pickup lines don't work that well.
they don't work that well unless
You're
you get
super-
creative. Like, would you like
Yeah.
to see my Roblox server?
That's true.
In which case, yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's very unique, Alex. I'll
Listen-
give you that. I really thought you were gonna come in with the Minecraft server because really, women are typically all over the Minecraft. They get to get a dog and
I'm not.
garden, and I love me some Minecraft.
I'm not, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I
What
don't-
about Roblox?
No, I don't play either one.
Oh, Alex.
But it's fine. He's married.
What if you what if somebody walked in with like you know, you're the Cortana to my Master Chief type situation?
Seems a little weird to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because Cortana is a CGI
Oh,
robot.
but you know if she was real,
Oh, that's
they'd
true.
be smashing. For
That's a good point.
sure.
That's a very good point.
They had a thing. We know
That's
they had a
true.
thing. It might have been virtual, but it was a thing.
She also like goes insane, tries to
That's-
kill everybody.
That's
mean,
that's
spoiler?
that's pretty
Well,
typical for
that's
a woman.
neither. She was just on her period, Alex. That's neither here nor there. She's just a little hormonal. But yeah. So watch your pickup lines. Like I said, if you're gonna use it, try and be a little more creative.
Unique.
Yeah, because
Put
the
some
whole
thought
like the
into
whole
it.
like, oh my god, are you okay? Why? Like nothing's wrong.
Oh my
Well, I was just didn't know if you got hurt when you fell from heaven. Like, ugh.
See, my only
Blech.
reply to that
I
is
hate it.
like, no, but I burnt my hands crawling up from hell.
Yeah,
Like,
me.
that's literally
It's so good.
yes.
That is the best response. It really is. No, but I burnt my hands coming up from hell. So yeah, yeah. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. They're not great, but
I mean, I feel like they could work if you're smart about it.
yeah, but it takes a very special person to pull that
Yeah.
off. And I mean, special person.
Do you think women could use those pickup lines for men?
No, but I think we would need to come up with our own.
That's true.
Like, what could a pickup line for a girl use for a guy? You know?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Hey, Canister Shell said something else.
What do you say?
He came up with a pickup line.
Okay.
Are you okay? From what? When you broke through the Earth's crust ascending from hell.
Oh, yes. I approve. I approve.
Approval, Kevin. You received approval. That's great.
I approve. I approve
Came
that.
through the Earth's crust. when you ascended from hell. That's great.
Yeah, I scraped my knuckles real bad.
Yeah, it's not. It really sucks.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. But I think for women, we'd have to get like some sports references or something in there.
True.
I feel like you could look up the lyrics to Shoop and just use that.
Shoop.
Yeah.
That's my last name.
Look it up.
Shoop, 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 doop. That's my last name. Although I spell it differently.
I'm trying to think. What would we be able to say?
We'll have to.
Ooh, how you doing, baby?
Oh, that's true.
You the bow-legged one. That's how. You know what? I feel like. You know what? That's right. Guys, you kind of have to be a little condescending. I feel like. You know. I swear.
Then I flipped for a tip. Make me want to do tricks for him.
Oh my god. Wow.
Don't know how you do the voodoo that you do.
There you go. You're packed and you're stacked, especially in the back.
That's a good one.
There you go, brother. Want to thank your mother for a butt like that?
You're right, Alex. I agree.
Can I get some fries with that shake booty? Yes.
I like French fries.
That's great. Ooh, we could do something like what would it be? It would be like, you know, do you like vanilla or chocolate shakes? I was like, why? Because my milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
I feel like that's
So
condescending,
bad.
yeah.
It's so bad. He's the cutest brother in here, and he's coming this way. Ooh. Oh my god. Alex, how did you even think of this? I didn't even know you listened to Salt and Pepper.
Deadpool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That makes sense. Wow. 12 inches to a yard. Damn. You sounded like a retard. Wow. Wow.
Pickup lines, man.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I want to shoot, baby. Yeah.
Sounds like a pickup line specifically for me.
And they're like, oh, shit, that's your actual name? Damn.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, for guys, though, too, I feel like you could just be like, Jared, over here. And they're like, who the hell is Jared? You're Jared. And they're like, no, I'm not.
No.
But they're too dumb to figure out that you're like,
Oh,
you know.
well, you look like somebody I know.
yeah, you really look like Jared. I always thought he was really hot. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, and then you like act like you're going to leave. And he's like, no, wait.
I feel like a big one would be like, oh my gosh, you look like this famous person.
I
I think he's the hottest person ever. Like that one I feel like super common.
Yeah, or you like you go for like a cute like baseball player or something.
Yeah.
You know, you look like Grady Sizemore. Like Grady Sizemore in his prime. Grady Sizemore.
Yeah.
Then you can tell if they're like a baseball fan or not too. They're
be
like,
like,
who the
who?
hell's Grady Sizemore? And I'm like, oh,
Never mind. Bye.
Let me show you. Yeah,
He's really
Says
hot.
You have to be direct.
it'd be
Oh.
direct, but
It is
but that doesn't.
It is a male. Like I feel like you
Oh
can't,
yeah.
Yeah. You
Honestly,
have to be like,
maybe that's why girls
yo,
don't use
you're
pickup.
hot. I'm hot. Let's go.
Maybe that's why girls don't use pickup lines on guys.
think that's
'cause
true.
you're just you don't get it. Like
I mean, I wouldn't
you know what I
know.
mean?
I
And
don't
then
know.
this is their idea of being like thinking they're being all sly and cool is like a pickup line, but it just sucks.
It's
Well,
true.
Whereas girls need to be a little more subtle. I don't mind being insulted because it means I'll engage with you.
That's
You know
true.
what I
But
mean?
with you, that's liable to get slapped.
I mean, Josh literally calls me a big-titted animal.
That's
I heard Alex start
true.
laughing.
That's true, but you were already dating before he said that.
We were married when he said that, but still.
But you're married.
But
If he
well,
came up
here's
to
the
a
thing.
bar and
I
called you that,
also-
what would you do?
I also knew the context.
Oh, yeah.
I knew where it came from. And that's really what was important. Because even if we would have been married and he would have just said that to me, I'd have been like, you want to run that by me again?
Excuse me?
Actually, I probably would have said, are you complaining about it? I'm like, no,
No.
but maybe, no.
just drawing attention to it.
No, some Tom's a girl said. Like, oh, okay. that
I
makes
just
sense.
work here.
I don't know. Ugh. But anyway, so we're going to move on. And assuming that your pickup lines do work, and Kevin, I really do wish you all the best of luck with your pickup lines. Then you should try and get to know that person a little bit better, because I mean, if you're going to just walk up to them at first sight and be like, "You're everything I ever wanted."
Yeah.
Probably not. They're probably not.
Well, and even if it is, there's gonna be at least a list of bad things that come with that.
Well, yeah, and I mean, me and Josh still don't know everything about each other.
True.
I'll never know the depths of depravity in that man, but I try my best. But yeah, so we found some questions like that you should generally know. What?
These are the ones.
They're questions.
What
25 how well do you know me questions.
No, that's not that one yet.
Yes, it is.
We're doing that one, or we're doing
No,
the
we're doing this one. I already told you.
misconceptions.
N-
Oh no,
No,
you're right.
that's
You're
at
right.
the end.
You're right. I'm wrong.
So obviously there's like things like what's my favorite food, like what food don't I like, those are things that you should know, and you should ask relatively early on.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of like 20 questions in
I'm a big
relationships.
gift giver, so I feel like I ask those questions
Mm,
pretty
mhm.
early on. Like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah,
Or
same. But I'm also like a big proponent of like 20 questions in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, like I always feel like that's a really good.
I feel like there's always that you can always ask the questions unless you've asked that question 40 times. Like, what's your
Well,
middle
yeah.
name? After about the 5th time, if you don't know my middle name, we're going to have issue.
Yeah, and like if Josh was still asking me like, do you like sour cream? I'd be like, no, dude. I've never
You
liked
know
it.
this.
I've never liked it.
Yeah.
You know, so those are always good. There's someone here, they're like, dumb, like, what did we do for our first date? Like,
Shit, I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
I'm not dating anyone, so that
I mean, my first date was relatively eventful because it lasted 7 days.
that's true.
Like, we drove home from Alaska, so like,
That's true.
you know. But I think though we should ask Alex and Emily a couple of these and see if they know. So like for instance, if I would ask you, Emily, or if Alex would ask you, am I a dog or a cat person? Is he supposed to already know the answer?
So are you asking Alex or are you asking me?
Alex
No,
is-
if Alex. Okay, so if you would say, Alex, am I a dog or a cat person? Like, is he gonna know the answer?
I think so.
Alex,
She's both.
both. But what's the preference lean towards?
Well, we have a cat right now.
So cat.
we have a cat. All right, Emily.
feel
Does
like I
does
could-
Alex have any allergies?
Yes.
Ooh. To what?
Do you want me to disclose?
Seasonal
Is
allergies
it just
or
something
what?
stupid like hay
What else?
fever?
What?
Is it like a food allergy?
No.
Oh, so it's just like hay fever or something.
And skin allergies.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's basic, you know. Okay, Emily. If Alex could be any animal, what would it be?
Ooh.
I'm not sure Alex even knows.
See, this is hard because there's 3 different animals he could identify with.
Okay, give me all 3.
A cat,
Uh-huh.
a raccoon, or a possum.
I love it. I love it.
Alex, is she correct?
It's possum.
Why?
Because they're like they're little trash monsters.
They are little trash monsters. They're
True.
demons. I hate them.
Oh, I love them. I think they're cool.
I think they're gross. They look like skeletons with fur.
Yes, I know.
All right, Alex, same question for Emily. If she could be any animal, what would it be?
I don't think we've talked about this.
Oh, well, see, you need to have more in-depth conversations like this.
We're just helping.
Actually, I think it's a little more concerning that you've had so many conversations about Alex turning into an animal that you knew to narrow it down to a raccoon, a possum, or a cat.
To be fair, I think we've talked about it on the show.
Have we?
I think so.
I don't think we have.
I don't know.
Very early on.
Oh,
It might
well,
have.
Maybe
I don't
we did.
remember that far back.
I slept yesterday.
Well, anyway, Emily, what would you be?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I feel like, mean, they don't live very long, but I feel like either a cat or a dog.
Yeah. Cats live a long time, though.
Yeah. It depends
And
on
well,
cat.
my friend has like a 15-year-old Chihuahua, so like like little dogs can live a long time.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, Anna. While we're here, what would you
Oh God. When I was a kid, it was always between like a dolphin, a wolf, or a horse. Those were like my three. Usually a horse won out most times than
That's-
not. But wolf was a close
be?
second.
Wolf and horse were what I was guessing for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I would be?
I'm-
There's two options.
Is a dog one of them?
It's in the same family. I'll give it to you.
Is it a wolf?
Yeah.
Okay, so a wolf or a killer whale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Those things are freaking.
And it's because
amazing.
I
have an
and
obsession with them.
Here's the thing. Lindsay texted me one day and she just goes, "Did you know that the killer whale is one of the top natural predators of moose?"
It's the third top predator for moose. I'm not kidding you. Because
It's
moose,
because they swim in the ocean.
they'll dive down like 60 feet to get stuff. And like killer whale, and I told Anna, I was like, you better bet if I was a killer whale, I would get a moose and wear the antlers on my head in the ocean. I was like, you better bet that's going to happen.
The narwhal would be like, "Yo, that's cultural appropriation, bitch."
It's true.
Oh my god. Oh, that made my head hurt.
I'm really impressed that you
glad
picked
I
that.
got it right.
Yeah, I am. I'm impressed.
I was just like, it has to be killer whale. It has to be a killer whale.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. See, you learn new things about people every day. So yeah. I mean, ask your person questions. You know, it doesn't matter if they're weird. What?
For the record, Lindsay, is it just because you hate moose?
No. I think killer whales are pretty freaking cool.
They're pretty cool.
Okay.
They live in family groups.
They live in family groups.
The mother will mourn their baby if it dies. What the fuck?
And then on top of it,
Like an elephant.
so they know that they don't have a great reputation for.
They're called killer whales. Okay.
Well, hold on. They don't
to
have
be fair, we're talking about orcas here.
orcas. Yeah, orcas don't have a great reputation in captivity because, in all fairness, if you were stuck in a bathtub for all your life, I would get pissed off too. But
true.
in the wild, there's actually no known killing of a human by a wild orca. But
there's more killings by dolphins.
there's actually more records of them saving people. Like the one, I can't remember the total story, but the guy's boat sank and the orca swam him to shore. And it was like 7 miles from shore.
Dude, they need to make a movie about that shit. You know?
I know.
Think about how terrifying that was at first. You're like, I thought sharks were gonna be my biggest problem.
Right.
You know?
Well,
and there's like a killer whale.
They've towed boats to shore. They've brought people to save them. Like, they're super cool. On top of the fact that, like, okay, killer whales will, if they kill, and they'll kill a great white shark, they'll stun them, flip them on their back, suck out their liver, just their liver, let the shark sink. And when the great white shark, if that happens one time, within 100-mile radius, all great white sharks will disappear.
Yeah.
For
Isn't that
years.
Nuts? Isn't that fucking nuts?
Like,
dude?
listen, killer whales are freaking amazing.
Badasses.
Yeah, I just think
They
they're
really
cool.
are. And ever since Blackfish, man.
That's true.
That was a
There's
great
actually a really
documentary.
old before Jaws. Well, maybe after Jaws, but it's like right before around that time. They did a movie where it was like, it's called Orca, but it's like a killer. It's like a Jaws movie, but Orca.
Oh, I love that.
Freaking love that movie.
Dude,
It's
I also was obsessed with Free Willy as a
awful.
kid.
Yeah.
I loved
That's
Free
a good one.
Willy so much.
That's a good
Like, I
one.
would stand, like, in the parking lot, like, with my hand up, you know?
Yeah.
And try and get him to, like, jump. And then we had a SeaWorld in Busch Gardens here in Ohio way back in the day.
Oh, we used to go all the time.
And we went, and I was, like, 5 years old, and I'm sitting there, like, watching the Free Willy show, and I, like, had my hand up. It was so cute.
I loved
And
it.
then I got to pet the dolphins, and then they splashed me.
I had one bite me.
You
We would
got
feed him
bit
because
by a
the
dolphin?
dolphins used to be able to feed him the fish. Remember?
Oh,
And it bit me. Which was fine. I was okay with that. I was like, don't watch this hand.
So you were learning new things. How many people can say that they were bit by a dolphin?
I don't know.
Right? It's not many.
What is my biggest pet peeve? I feel like that's a good one you should
Ignorance.
know. Oh, that's stupidity and ignorance. You're right.
Yeah, I know.
for you.
Because it's
feel
mine.
I feel like it's the same thing for you.
It's the same one.
Yeah.
What's your other one? What was the other one you were gonna say?
No, I feel like that's the biggest one.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Nope, I know what it is.
What?
And I always feel bad. You know when people have like a cold and they're always like, you know, oh, I want to puke when that happens. Like I feel bad because they're sick and they don't really have a choice, but it drives me nuts.
I'm a culprit. Like I do that a lot, but I try not to do it when I'm around people because I know it sounds gross.
Listen, I just
and
remember
it is gross. Like
the biggest time I remember that being like the worst thing was we were taking one of those proficiency tests in school, and the kid
like
next
the
to me, both kids next to me, no, well it was like the Ohio proficiency test we had like every year as a kid, and I just remember both kids next to me. One had allergies, but this one had like a summertime cold. It was like spring.
Oh yeah. And
he was taking it, and both of them would be like, and I'm like, I can't take this test. It was awful.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. If I could travel anywhere, where would I go? It's an odd one. I'm not sure I've talked to you about it.
I don't think
I have two. So
well, I feel like one would definitely be Italy, but I don't know about the other one.
Yeah. The other one's France.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just because of Joan of Arc. I'm like obsessed.
That's true. We have talked about that.
And I don't talk about it very often. But yeah. So yeah, that's where I would go. I honestly don't know if I know where you would go.
I feel like I'm so torn because there's so many places I would like to. Like I would love to see Greece and like the Grecian.
I also think you really want to go to New Zealand for some reason.
No.
Or Australia.
Well, Australia, yeah, would be cool, but I don't think I would ever go outside of like Sydney or like a city limits.
I don't want a dingo to eat my baby.
I don't want bit by a snake.
Yeah, they have the most deadly snakes in the world in Australia, and I'm not okay with that.
I feel like Hawaii would probably be my number one.
Hawaii would be fun
because I've been to Alaska. I've been to 90% of the U.S.
Yeah, I know.
There's only like a handful I have not been to.
Yeah,
and I've been to Canada, but I've never been to.
You've been to Yukon in Canada?
No, we went to we just went past Niagara Falls.
Oh, I'm saying if you get the opportunity to like drive through Yukon and do it, it's gorgeous.
Cause I've been
wild horses.
I know everywhere, but like in almost everywhere in the U.S.
Like in the contiguous U.S.
Yeah, like Hawaii, California, really anybody like along that coast. I haven't been. We landed in Oregon for like a night, but like because we weren't going to Alaska, but like. That whole coast, but yeah. I
really want to go to Mount Hood in Oregon.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I see all these pictures and it's just so pretty. I want to go to Iceland too at one point. I think that
Norway,
would be dope.
that would be really cool.
And I want to go to Scotland. I want to go to Ireland.
Let's just make a trip around the world.
Girl, I ain't got no money for that.
I ain't got no money for that either. This is I ain't got no money to go anywhere.
This is if we get any more stimmy checks.
No, it's not.
We're gonna go travel places.
I got a lot of debts I gotta pay first, kiddo.
Yeah, same. I got like $70,000 in student loans.
Oh, mine's not that high.
R.A.P. My credit score. Okay, what is my biggest fear? Do you know it? Do you know it?
Joe Biden.
I want to say
what, Alex?
Joe Biden.
No.
The sniffs.
It's not Joe Biden. Maybe him falling and breaking his neck, maybe. But
I feel like I know what it is, but I feel like it's not right either because. So I want to say I want to say drowning, but I don't think that's it because you swim too well.
Yeah, I was a lifeguard.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm thinking it's wrong.
I hate heights.
Oh yeah, you know why? You know what? That was my second guess, but because Megan's definitely scared of heights. I kept thinking, no, I'm just trying to associate Megan with it.
Yeah, like I'm weird because like I hate heights, but I'll ride roller coasters because I get peer pressured into it, and then I really enjoy myself. But like, I can't crawl up on the roof and like do that, or even tall ladders for me are like a no go.
I have a weird. I'm scared of heights, but I love beating that fear. So
I don't
rock
count
it as a fear.
I can't rock climb.
Oh, I do it. I want to do one of those things.
I could probably like jumping out of a plane.
I could do
bueno.
As long as I had a parachute.
Listen, I could do it if somebody like else was like, yeah, let's like go do it. Like they pressured me into it. I'd be like,
we're gonna go.
No, we're not gonna go.
My dad and I keep joking. We're gonna shove because my mom's super scared of that stuff too, and she's scared of flying anyway. I'm like, we're just gonna shove her out of the plane with a parachute.
For real, that's how. Like I would have to tandem jump.
Yeah. Oh,
like somebody
totally.
else would have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would really enjoy it, but I would only do it once. And if that initial fear of like me falling out of a plane didn't kill me, then like
See,
it's
here's
definitely
my
not
thing.
happening again.
I'm not scared of heights. I am super scared of falling.
So jumping out of an airplane is
No,
not good for
I know,
you.
but if I have a parachute, it
But
doesn't
what if the
count.
parachute doesn't work,
But
Lindsay?
I don't know. Like heights, like the thing is, it's just me falling. So
Like
like,
falling off of a ladder.
right.
It's
so
not the height of the ladder. It's if it's a little wobbly and you're like, oh fuck.
yeah, but like for me, I guess jumping out of an airplane, as long as I had a parachute, then I don't think I'm falling because I have a safety net.
But what if the parachute doesn't work? Does the fear kick in?
Yeah, because then I'm
Then
falling.
I'm falling. Then I'm dying. Yeah. Okay. So we just established yours was falling. That's your
Well, I
biggest
don't know if
fear.
that's my biggest fear.
We're talking irrational fears here, like the fear.
Oh,
fear of
irrational fear?
heights. Well, no, fear. Of
No,
falling, fear
that's
of
not
heights.
my biggest
Oh.
fear.
Oh, mice.
Yeah, rats, rodents, and
rodents.
biggest thing is rats.
Yeah.
But like I don't like mice either. But
Well, yeah.
I mean,
'cause they're
I can't
smaller
even
and they're
watch
less-
TV with rats on it.
Oh, so like Willard is a no go
Oh,
for you.
Don't. No.
She's already.
If you
like,
bring me a
no.
dead rat, I'm screaming.
What about like guinea pigs? Are you okay with like guinea pigs?
I can
What
handle
about
them.
gerbils?
No.
Okay.
I can
So
handle
like guinea pigs and like hamsters.
Hamsters, I can. Okay.
If
guinea
it's
pigs and
bigger than a
hamsters,
rat,
pretty
then-
much any rodent. But like if they're
Okay.
sitting here, oh, it's really cute, but I'm not touching it. I'm not holding it. You
Oh, okay.
will
okay.
not happen.
What about like a capybara?
Oh, those are super cute.
But it's a massive rodent.
Yes, but they're huge.
Okay, so for you, it's how tiny and
Supposedly,
scurry
when you're
they
super
are.
scared of rats and stuff like that, it's
Mhm.
this weird irrational fear of you're not really scared for them or of them. You're scared for them. For me, I'm totally scared
No, I just
of
hate
them.
them. I think. Oh,
because, listen, we read this whole thing on the plague and how diseases spread, and rats are like a numero uno. Oh God, I
made
hate
her look.
you.
I made her look. I made her look.
Well, listen, I also remember watching as a kid. There was a movie.
Oh, look at that little wet one.
I'm not
with the
watching.
leaf.
I'm not looking at it.
Oh, it's so cute.
I hate all of
What
them.
about like Stuart Little?
Oh, I loved watching that movie.
Well, what the hell?
It's a mouse, not a rat.
You thought you hated mice.
I do hate mice, but he
Well,
doesn't
that's a
look
cute
like
little mouse.
He doesn't look like a real mouse.
Click the one with the leaf. That one. Look how freaking cute he is.
Oh God, Anna,
He's so adorable.
I hate you so much.
Oh, look up a pack rat.
No,
No, seriously.
they're disgusting.
Look it up.
How do you feel about chinchillas?
Actually,
I like chinchillas.
have you ever seen a vole?
Yes,
They're so cute.
they are not.
They are cute. Listen, here's my issue. I think mice are cute, but if one was in this room, I'd lose my shit.
Oh, I would be
Look
screaming.
how cute.
No.
He looks like a little
No.
groundhog.
I'm gonna like.
This, Emily, all the way on the left, the second one down.
I'm not. Looking.
Look at him. He looks like
No.
He looks like he does. Lindsay.
Anna.
He looks just like a miniature groundhog.
Anna.
Listen, they're destroying my yard, but they are cute. Look at him.
No, I'm not looking.
What about beavers? Are you good with
No,
beavers?
are fine.
Okay, so basically, if it's anything larger than a rat, you're pretty much okay.
Rat or larger.
Yeah, but you don't like rats, so it
So,
has to
like,
be larger than a rat.
Yeah. Listen,
Okay.
I think the other thing with rodents is like when I was little, I
So
was watching
cute.
this documentary
Look at a
About-
pack rat.
about rats,
Mhm.
and they were saying how in cities, in New York cities,
Mhm.
when
Oh,
rats
yeah.
used to be a horrible problem,
Yeah.
they would crawl up people's sewer lines
Mhm.
and come in their apartments, and they would had a horrible problem with these rats getting into baby cribs and eating them alive.
Ooh, Jesus
It was
Christ!
like, because like the baby would like flail around and like hit the rat.
Aw, look at
No,
him.
Anna, I can't.
Lindsay, I don't know why you keep
No.
looking. Why do you keep looking?
Because I keep hoping that maybe it's not what I'm hoping it is, and it's.
I literally said, look up pack rat. Like, what
Oh, I
else did you
can't.
think it
Don't-
was gonna
can you
be?
turn that off, please?
Okay, it's gone. It's gone.
I can't. I hate you so much.
She's so upset.
I can't show you heights in
Okay.
here.
All right. Well, we'll end this segment with a final one. What's your favorite TV show? What's
My
my
fav-
favorite? What's my
Your
favorite?
favorite. I want to say Supernatural, but I feel like that's changed.
What do you think it is now?
It's the one that you keep wanting me to watch.
Stargate.
Yes.
Yeah, Stargate's really good. Here's the thing. Supernatural is still my favorite TV show. However,
Yeah.
it ruins me emotionally.
I know.
So
Same.
I can't, especially now that I know it's done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having a really hard time, like, finishing the last few seasons because, like,
Same.
okay, for those of you who have never seen Supernatural, it is the type of show that, like, you're like, oh, I'll watch this. This will be, like, a fun, kind of spooky TV show. Like, it's got a couple hot guys in it, you know.
Right.
And, you know, they banter, and it's kind of funny, too. And, like, oh, it'll just be a fun, casual show to watch. It will grip at your mental state and, like, not let go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it will take over your life.
It's true.
You'll do nothing other than, like, be like, okay, I gotta get done with school so I can watch this. I gotta get done with work so I can watch this.
You like binge watch the first season, like,
Oh, in
all
like
the time.
2 days.
Yeah.
And, like, the thing is it has such good character development and such good acting that, like, you really develop a
Anna and I
unhealthy.
Anna and I quote that show all.
I'm the reason you
time.
started watching
That's
it. And
my mom had started
apologize.
before,
But
but
but I
then
think I showed
she
you.
really did. Yeah.
I showed you a music video where they it was My Immortal, but they cut it
Yes.
to, like, clips from the first
And
season
I
of
was like, "What
Supernatural.
is going on?" You're like, "Just watch it," and I did.
And it was rough. And dude, I
And then we
swear,
dragged Megan into it.
their season finales of the show are, like, heart wrenching. But then you'll have certain episodes that are freaking hilarious.
Oh yeah, listen, the TV episode where they're in a different.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and they make fun of themselves throughout the show. Like, they're definitely not the type of show that, like, is afraid to kind of make fun of itself.
Right.
And they're really good about taking, like, like, they love their fandom. Like,
Yeah.
their fans are, like, number one. So, for instance, for the very last season, they actually, like, because they were filming it right before the pandemic hit, so they took a big break and then had like a second half of it, and they actually rewrote some stuff because of, like, what the fan feedback was from the first half of the season. So, like, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
That they did that, and kind of, like, you know, they're like, they've been faithfully watching this show for, like, 16 years.
I remember when it came out.
Yeah. I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And I think that was the thing, too, is, like, it'd been such a large part of my life for, like, 10,
I
15
know, it's
years
over.
that I was like, it has to be nearing the end soon. So, like, I don't really want to watch it. So I actually stopped watching it because I got anxiety about it actually ending.
Well, I got tired of having to wait every week, so I was just gonna wait and watch the next season when it all came out.
Yeah.
You know, and
that
then
never
I
happened.
didn't finish it. Well, I started school.
Yeah.
Was the other thing.
I'm trying to get Josh to watch it.
I think Josh would actually really like it.
I do too.
Well,
But I really love SG. But I really do love Stargate SG-1. It's so good.
See,
It's
that's
like
what I was
sci-fi
like-
for non-sci-fi people.
That's what I was like, Supernatural, but then I also think Stargate was like your other one.
Stargate's easier to watch.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, so you got it right.
Right.
You got it right. Your favorite TV show, however,
It's really hard because
is it MASH?
no,
Hmm.
that's Megan. And hers is Hogan Heroes or Golden Girls.
Golden Girls, I was going to say. I don't know what yours would be.
Okay, I want to be honest.
Mhm.
I don't super have favorites.
Yeah, I know.
Because
Because I would, if I had to go off of, like, right now, I'd say it'd be, what's the one that you're trying to get me to watch?
Oh, Teen Wolf.
No. The other one. The Wild West one.
Oh, Winona Earp.
Winona Earp.
I do super love that show.
Yeah.
I don't
also really
have.
love The
I feel like for me, I don't have a particular favorite TV show, but
Yeah.
I don't have like a particular favorite song or
Me either,
genre or
yeah.
movie because honestly, my favorite would be a whole list of things.
Same.
'Cause,
Like, my favorite, like, rewatchable movie or
Yeah.
TV show is The Office. Like, let's be honest.
I feel like Supernatural is probably my, I guess, favorite. It's the one I've stuck with.
Yeah.
But like movies, it depends on what genre you're talking
Same.
about.
What's
because
my favorite scary movie? What's my favorite?
yeah,
But then it's like, what's my favorite scary movie that's, like, possession based? Or
Oh,
what's
yeah.
my favorite scary movie that's, like,
or
haunted house
yeah,
based?
what's
Like-
your favorite vampire movie?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So like I don't have. It just depends on like right now I'm watching, which I've watched True Blood because I read the books, but I'm rewatching True Blood and I'm watching Teen Wolf at the same time. But you know, before I was watching movies, but you know, and I'm
Yeah.
also watching Falcon Winter Soldier.
Ooh,
So it's
I really
just like,
loved WandaVision too. That was
oh, that was really good. I watched that like in 2 days though.
beautiful.
So like I don't really have a particular favorite.
Yeah. What about you guys in the back? Do you guys have a favorite TV show?
Mine right now is, I would say, is Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. What about you, Alex? I feel like it's gonna be one of the Star Treks, right?
It changes all the time.
Of course it does. What is it currently?
I mean, obviously I'm watching Falcon the Winter Soldier right now, so it's that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. Not gonna lie, really enjoy it. I wasn't like super excited for it when it came out, but like I'm kind of like into it now.
I feel like you know how like Supernatural ended and you're super upset. I'm that way with that show, but I'm also with that with Captain America. Like Captain America was my favorite. That
Lindsay's
Thor.
having a hard time.
I'm having a really hard time with this because like Captain America was my favorite Avenger, and now I'm like,
here's what you need to do. You need to stop like liking those videos on your TikTok.
I have.
Lindsay keeps getting all of these like point of view, like you're in love with Steve
I
Rogers
don't know
videos.
here's my problem.
And she keeps liking them and they keep showing
No,
up.
here's the problem. Is I stopped liking them, and I don't even know how they showed up, Anna. They just all of a sudden. I was telling Anna like I was super mad about because I had a dream the other day, and I told, but it was like after 2 days after the dream, all of a sudden my whole feed on TikTok was Captain America, and I was like, what is going on? Like.
And I had one show up on my feed, but it was like the chick who made it, her name was Anna, and so I sent it to her. She's like, "Don't steal my man."
I was like, "Anna, I will fight you. You're married."
And I was like, "It's okay. I already told you I'd leave my husband for Tom Hiddleston, so I don't
That's
need
true.
Steve Rogers."
And Josh agreed. He would let you do it.
He would.
Yeah, he said he that was totally acceptable.
Yeah, just like I would let him leave me for Margot Robbie.
I would have to be acceptable as well.
That's his like hall pass.
Yeah,
Margot Robbie.
It's true.
Lindsay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that Sam Wilson will be able to take up the role of Captain America, but also have America's ass?
I don't
He's
know.
got a good ass.
He does have a good ass. You're
nice
right.
ass.
I think he is a better candidate than what they have produced thus far. I actually was really excited for him to be Captain America.
Here's the thing. I was excited that like Bucky gave it to him, and like because I think that was Sam's thing too. Is like he kind of felt like Bucky probably should have had it, but then also knows like all the shit Bucky's been through.
Right. And before like Endgame, which I kind of knew was going to happen.
But apparently Steve and Bucky talked about it, which I forgot about, and so. I
think
they
talked about it, but it wasn't really discussed that they had talked about it.
Well, yeah, but when he said in Falcon and Winter Soldier that, you know, he's like, when Steve and I talked about what we were going to do, like, I thought it was really awesome that they did that, like, that they talked about it. But also, like, to me, I think Bucky felt a little betrayed when Sam gave it away.
Yeah.
Because it was like him and Steve both sat down and they were like, the best person to give it to would be...
Right.
So, would be Sam.
Well, and for me, before Endgame happened, I wanted to either be Bucky or Sam. Like, I felt like those were the two best options that we had.
Right.
And then when John Walker came in, I was like, no.
See, Josh's biggest argument is that, like, Sam shouldn't be Captain America because he hasn't taken the serum. But, like, I don't think that's the point of Captain America. It was more like back in the day it was because you wanted like a super soldier who was gonna like be like join the military, join the army, and fight World War II. But like I think as it evolved, it was more Steve was just like the best like of like all American ideals. Like he was like it. You know what I mean?
Well, he was also like he fought for the little guy. Yeah. But he wasn't out to kill people.
He wasn't ever arrogant. He wasn't ever like. I actually saw a clip where they like cut together all the times that John Walker has been like, "I'm Captain America," and like then they cut to all the times that Steve introduced himself, and it was always, "Hi, I'm Steve Rogers."
Yeah,
"Hi, I'm Steve."
Right,
and never like let the role of Captain America define him. Right, and I feel like Sam is the same way. Like he's never let his role as like Falcon
I mean, now people are like, oh yeah, you're like the Falcon, but he didn't.
Yeah, but
live
he takes it as like the way
Yeah.
that like a famous person should. Like,
Yeah.
oh, like thanks, like, you know, I'm glad that you like me,
Yeah.
you know, type situation. But has never been like, yo, what are you doing? I'm Falcon. Like, don't you know who I am?
right,
You know, like he's never been dicky about it, I guess.
right. Which, yeah,
You know.
I wanted to be either of those two because I didn't feel like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I didn't feel like anybody would have the ideals of what is Captain America, because
Well, and I think that's a good point, because with John Walker, the way that like the government looked at it was like Captain America should be the perfect American soldier,
which is not what,
which is not
was
Captain
not
America.
because Steve didn't walk in as a soldier. He walked in as a kid from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
And that's
who
what he said
wanted
all-
to fight for his country, but was
yeah.
tiny. Like he was a little boy, you know.
Right, and that's, I don't know, it gave him the opportunity, and but he wasn't out to kill people.
Mm-mm.
He was out to help people, and that
Exactly.
and that's the problem.
Exactly.
We're not talking about what we're supposed to be talking about.
We're not. Sorry for the nerd tangent.
Hey, wait, what do you think the Wakandans gave him?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's a suit, but I don't know.
That would be dope.
That would be really dope.
I also think maybe it was like the weird, like the berries that they eat. Josh is like, they can't have berries because they burn them all, and I'm like, you can't tell me they didn't have some seeds in storage.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I don't know. 'Cause the case is awful big for just seeds.
I mean, like seeds to grow the plant again.
I guess.
Like, you know,
That's true.
because
maybe.
like they had to have a contingency for
I don't
that.
know. I'm pretty excited to see.
Either way, I think it's probably a suit.
Yeah, I think it's probably a suit
It'd be dope.
or some kind of. Well, it wouldn't be a weapon because he got the shield.
Yeah, but can you imagine if he had wings and a shield?
That would be pretty badass. Yeah.
Gull, Captain Eagle.
That'd be pretty cool though.
That would be
It's
dope.
still better than like, what was it, Battlestar? Battlestar. That sounds like something a 5-year-old.
Josh was like, "Ooh, hi, I'm Battlestar. My powers are I'm a first sergeant."
I'm gonna start. I told you I'm gonna start calling him Battlestar from now on.
I love it. Please do.
So
All right.
it was-
So anyway, we apologize for the nerd tangent, but it really doesn't segue into our next thing. So we're just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Basically, we're gonna talk about the things that guys think they know about girls that they actually don't.
Yeah.
So it's basically just like stereotypes that you guys, for some reason, think.
I feel like it's not just girl. Like I think it's not just guys, but I feel like it's a stereotype that we all
It's
get.
just most people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a bad mood because we're on our period. Like, no, sometimes I'm just in a shit mood, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Granted, we are a little bit.
Sometimes I didn't get the ice cream I wanted, so now I'm just angry.
Or sometimes some asshole was driving like a dick on the road, and that
Yeah.
ruined my day. I'm sorry, but you know it happens. But I think too, like women tend to be a little more emotional,
yeah.
and it's because of obviously we
I
have
agree with
different
that.
hormones and stuff. So like, I'm not gonna say that it's not grounded in
Oh, listen, I
reality,
have met
but-
some hormonal women, but I've met some hormonal men too.
exactly. But it's like, so we are quicker to kind of get angry about things. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not always because sometimes I'm just tired.
I'm gonna say 85% of the time it's because we're hungry and we don't know what we want.
Honestly, that pisses me off when I'm hungry,
And I have listen all the
Like,
time.
ugh. And see, that's another thing too. So like when we don't know what we want to eat, it's because we probably don't know what we want to eat. Or if
Yeah.
we say we don't care, it's because we literally don't
The
care.
best thing I have found is instead you start making a list. You start getting rid of the things you don't want.
Yeah.
And you'll
So, like,
either
okay, do
narrow
you
it
want,
down.
Like, do you want Mexican?
No.
It's like, no. So it's like, okay, so we don't go to Rancho and we don't go to Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
we don't get Mexican.
You know,
Chinese.
do you want to? No, not really. Okay.
Italian?
So we
No. Burgers? I guess I could go for a
Okay, and
burger.
so
Then
then
you
it's
start
like, all right,
naming off burger
do you want
joints.
McDonald's? Do you want Wendy's?
Right.
Do you want Burger King? Like, do you want to actually go somewhere that
Do you
has
want
a
to
good
cook
burger?
burgers? You know, like
Exactly.
that's the thing is like with that situation. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say 90%. Well, I'll go 85% of the time. It's because we're hungry.
Which goes into like, we always order salads for dinner because we're watching our weight.
No,
Listen, if you go on a date with me, I am not getting a salad.
no.
You're gonna watch me stuff my face
Unless we're
with
at
onion
Panera.
rings and a bacon cheeseburger. Okay, it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Unless we're at Panera, and then I'm probably gonna get a chicken Caesar salad.
And broccoli cheese soup.
Mm,
I love broccoli cheese.
I mean, I
always
will, but
get
I
broccoli
probably
cheese
won't get there because I like to touch mine up.
soup. Yeah, that's fair.
We cheer ourselves up by buying new outfits. That's wrong. I don't get me wrong. I'm probably gonna buy me something, but it's not good. And I probably won't. Actually, I don't have money, so I'm not gonna buy me something.
Usually, I buy myself an outfit like when I feel good, like when
Yeah,
I'm in a
that's
good
true.
mood. Because most times, the thing that's putting me in a shit mood is the fact that like I'm having like some self-image issues.
Yeah.
And, like I don't like the way I
So
look.
I'm gonna put on
So it's like-
sweatshirt and sweatpants.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear some leggings and a sweatshirt, and I'm gonna go and eat some onion rings from Burger King, and you know what I mean. Just wallow in my self-pity.
We don't know the difference between a first down and a touchdown. That's wrong. I'm gonna say a lot of people don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But I do. So
Well, I would say some women don't, because some people just, but
don't like
then
football.
again, some men just don't like sports and
Yeah.
don't like football. So, you know, like, but that's gonna be like a conversation that we talk about in our next topic as
Yeah.
well. But like, a perfect night in for us involves curling up with a Lifetime movie and a pint of Ben and Jerry's and having a good cry.
Yes, but not with you. Like I'm gonna do that by myself or with like Anna. I'm not gonna do that with the dude.
That's true. Well, every once in a while, I kind of want to cry with Josh because I just want him to like hold me. You know,
I wouldn't
and I
know.
just want to be like, you know, everything, you know. But
Again, I wouldn't
that's
know.
not my ideal. That's like not my ideal night though.
No.
Like my ideal night would be like, let's binge watch How I Met Your Mother or The Office or
Right.
or play video games or watch a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Watch
and
a movie.
eat copious amounts of popcorn and Junior Mints. Like,
Right. Like pizza, movie. Awesome. Or
Exactly.
go out and have fun. Going to have fun or spending time with people is
Oh,
my
well,
ideal
this is
night.
a night in.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's true.
But
Yeah, so pizza and a movie. I'm done at that point.
But yeah, like I do every once in a
Mhm.
while. I would say
Ice cream.
girls. That stereotype comes from somewhere because girls do
Lifetime
like.
movies.
Well, every once in a while, it does feel good to just sit down, and watch a movie, and cry. Because if you're like me and Lindsay, you like to help other people and not help yourself. And so we hold everything in until it feels like it's a cork that's going to pop. And so
Then we text each other.
and then we watch P.S. I Love You and we cry. And then we
I'm
feel
not
better about
watching
it.
that one.
Well, that's what I watch because it makes me sad.
It's a good one. I'm just not watching
It's a
that
good
one.
What movie has made you cry the most, like ever? It doesn't matter if it's every time, but like the first time you watched it.
First time I actually cried. Like uncontrollably
Oh, yeah, yeah.
cried. I'm like, okay, I have like 3 in my head,
Okay.
but I can't remember which one was like the first.
Well, either way, like what are they?
So that I emotionally cried.
Yeah.
Okay, one was a TV show, which was Criminal Minds.
When Hotchner's wife
Wife
dies.
dies.
Oh,
Yes.
that scene alone just
I
ruins me.
listen, and the thing was, when that came out, we were like young teenagers, and I don't remember crying that much, or I don't
but
remember
watching it as an adult.
Well, no, I remember crying, and I was just like, "Oh my, what is going on?"
Oh.
Like I cried. Where the Renfrew Grows was one too, but I cried more once I read the
making
book.
me cry just thinking about
Once I read the book, I cried even more.
For what
and
is it?
Redfern Grows.
We were watching the movie and reading the book at the same time
I know.
in school.
Well, we
mhm.
We used to watch it all the time when I was kids, and my grandmother had it.
Yeah, and it was fine. But
Yeah.
then you read the book and you
Right.
get the internal monologue. You're
Right.
like, I hate my life. Is the other one Marley and Me?
No, I did read the book before I watched the movie though, which was super sad. Actually, the last one's probably going to be. I know this is gonna sound awful, but Infinity Wars.
Oh, it was sad.
But like, I can't
when
handle.
Spider-Man's dying.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's been so many
Yeah.
for me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't normally cry, but when I cry,
like I cry.
listen. Anna and I were in the movie theater for Endgame.
I don't cry in public.
Well, because we were
often.
Endgame,
Oh, that was rough.
and we were just like, oh my god,
Everybody's crying in
Yeah.
Endgame. It was bad.
Oof, it was.
I would
awful.
say P.S. I Love You always makes you cry. I don't know why. There's
Yeah.
something about it, and I think it's the fact that like they love each other so
Oh.
much, and he's just taken so early, and I hate it so much.
My girl was really bad. It
Oh,
was
my
a really
girl's
bad
bad.
cry too.
Bridget Terabithia as a kid is super
Oh,
sad.
that one's
And then Moulin Rouge.
Oh crap! I forgot about
Ewan
Moulin
McGregor
Rouge.
deserves an Oscar.
So
for that
I
final
watched.
scene.
I watched the Broadway. They did. They just
Did
came
you
out
say
with
Aaron did a really good job.
Aaron Tabate. Yeah.
Is it Tabate? Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how he'd do as a Christian. Oh,
Was he so good?
it was so good. And I mean, like, our friend Andy,
Yeah.
who's a guy,
Yeah.
is sitting there.
Was
He
crying?
was crying. Hannah was crying. I'm crying. Everybody in the theater is
Did they
crying.
actually have him like walk up the aisle
Yeah.
like in that final
Well,
scene?
I don't know. No, he came walking
Oh.
in from the side
Oh,
because
fuck that.
hold on, the theater we were at didn't have
it didn't have a
walk-up.
center aisle. Okay. But if
They
it
had
would've,
the elephant. It was the most elaborate set I've ever seen in my
I
life.
wanna see it so bad now.
It was so good.
I want to see it.
I don't know if they're they're not even
I
out
know,
anymore.
but still, I
But
want
like we went
I'm sure
the
somebody has a
November before
bootleg something
COVID,
somewhere.
and he is crying. I didn't. The girl who did a good job, but she
Yeah.
wasn't like my favorite actress in the world.
Yeah.
But she did a phenomenal job. But like they were both, and I'm going, I don't have tissues because we walked from our hotel room and I forgot to grab tissues. Didn't think about it.
Why?
I didn't think about thinking, oh, Moulin Rouge, I need to have tissues.
You didn't think like, oh, this end scene is gonna wreck me.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. So I'm like crying my eyes out, and Andy is like handing us tissues that he only has 2 napkins, and he's just handing me and Hannah, and he's trying not to cry too. And luckily he had his coat that he just kept.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Aw. I would say the worst one though I've ever experienced, like the first time. I don't cry in movie theaters. Lindsay can tell you that. I
That's
try
true.
very hard not to. But 5 Feet Apart
Oh, that one's so sad.
wrecked me in a way
That
I
one's
didn't think
sad.
was humanly possible. Mainly because Josh was in Alaska at the time.
Yeah.
So for some reason, it was really hitting me. This whole like they want to be together, but they can't.
Yeah.
Like the kids that can't physically like touch each other. But like the fact that neither one of them dies pisses me off beyond belief.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching the show and I'm getting emotional, just mentally thinking like, oh my god, you know, she's gonna die and give him a lung or some bullshit like that. You know, one of them's gonna die. Well, guess what? Neither one of them dies in the end. And he leaves of his own accord
Yeah.
and just wrecks this woman after she had a double lung transplant.
Yep.
So she's trying not to cry because it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this is just not okay. I'm not okay. And I was sobbing. And I mean,
Yeah.
like, and then I find out that it's loosely based on a true story of a girl who died. And I'm like, no. And I'm not okay.
I'll
I was
tell you-
beside myself.
There's one I cried at that
It was me and Sierra.
Well, there's one I cried at that I probably shouldn't have. It shouldn't have been, but it was like it came out of nowhere, so I was crying. Was it's the Chris Hemsworth in it with Drake Bell, not Drake, the other one, Josh Peck.
Oh,
And
Red
it's
Dawn.
Yes, Red Dawn.
It's the new Red Dawn.
It's a
Hello, all
new-
you people that are gonna get mad at us.
It's fine.
Fuck you. We like the movies we
I
like.
like both movies, but that is the one that I cried, and what a weird, because it was like when Chris Hemsworth dies.
Yeah.
I screamed in the movie
Oh
theater.
my god, it was so sad.
And I cried, and Megan was like, my twin sister's going, I don't
She's like, I don't know what to do.
why are you crying? Like, it's sad, but come on, Lindsay. Like, you
It was
cry
so,
out less.
It was so
or
sudden.
cry out worse. Yeah,
Was the issue was I was just.
I feel like
oh
it just
my
it was just
God.
weird. The next
So
one.
anyway,
is,
so yeah, we were talking about women like watching movies and crying.
we post at least one selfie on Instagram a day. That's wrong. I
Dude,
haven't
the
posted in like 2 months.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all the last time I posted on Instagram. Okay.
Or Facebook. I haven't posted
The
anything.
last thing I posted on Instagram was, it's not even really a post. It was a September 11th post in 2020. But other than that, August of 2020. And it was because I said, I swear Oliver is too cute for his own good and he knows it.
It's true.
Before that, it was December 17th of 2019.
Yeah.
December 7th, sorry, not 17th. But it was when Josh and I got engaged. That's it.
I was supposed to be there for that. My last one, I think, was
So-
my dog.
That's literally it. That's it. So, like, I can't tell you the last time I posted on Facebook.
Oh, no. It was November 3rd of 2020 because I voted. I don't know
Yeah.
why I did that. I don't
can't
normally do that.
Tell you the last time I posted on Facebook, though. Like, that was a long time ago.
We wouldn't have any idea how to assemble a piece of furniture from IKEA. That's wrong.
Bitch,
I've
come
assembled
at
all my
me.
furniture.
I am better than 90%
Yeah.
of men at assembling IKEA furniture.
I worked construction for my father for years, so if I don't know how to do it, I'd be very disappointed in myself.
No joke. We think the Kardashians are fascinating.
That's wrong. I think they're stupid.
Fuck the Kardashians, dude. I hate them so
I
much.
hate that show so much.
I just want to say I'm going to keep the furniture thing in mind the next time you need me to build something.
No, Alex, the reason you come over and build it is because Josh doesn't want to build it. And I'm usually too busy making food for you because you're building it for me.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We'd take at least 2 hours to get ready for a night out.
Girl, if we were going to go out right now, I'm wearing this.
I may put on a little makeup.
This.
Well, at least it's not pajama pants right now.
They're leggings with pockets.
Well, I almost wore
And
leggings
I have
with
a
pockets.
sports bra on.
I wore jeans today. I'm very proud of myself.
My socks match, and that's about as close as you're going to get.
Yeah, no, listen. It depends on. I feel like it depends though, because if I was going to the theater, I may take a little bit longer to get ready because I'm going to the theater.
We enjoy putting down other women because it makes us feel better about ourselves.
That's wrong.
Listen, I enjoy putting down other women because I think they're stupid.
I don't think I've. That's wrong. I feel like when I put down other women, it's generally when I'm with you, but it's generally not somebody we know.
No, they're stupid. They're being
and
retarded.
it's generally justified at that point in time.
Yeah. Like, I don't have any issue making fun of a woman who is, like, just blatantly being idiotic.
Or just blatantly being a mean person.
That's true. Like, if you're, like, yeah, like, I will, basically my rule of thumb is I will be as petty to you as you are to me.
Yeah.
So,
I give you about as much respect
and
as
even
you give
then,
me.
I'm not going to be as petty to you in person, but,
No.
like, I'll be petty behind my back.
Listen, there's so many people who think I super like them, and I actually hate them.
Ugh, we live for Valentine's Day. Just one answer.
Oh, I
no.
hate Valentine's
No.
Day. I honestly forget. Listen, it was so bad. I got asked out on Valentine's Day and didn't know what the day was. And I was like, yeah, let's go hang out. That's fine. And they're like, well, do you know what day that is? I'm like, yeah, it's like a Thursday. And they're like,
no, it's Valentine's Day.
they're like, it's Valentine's Day. I'm like, oh, you're asking me on a date. And he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, let's go, I guess.
Sure.
And then I had the flu.
Listen, I do like Valentine's Day, you know, but I'm weird with Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? Like, I just tend to use it more as like just take a day and like just show Josh that like, hey, look, I care about you.
See,
and
I don't
love
have
you.
somebody to do
So
that.
I make him bacon roses. That's what I'm saying. Valentine's Day is like, it's not a thing that all girls like. It's not a thing that all guys are like. But I know a lot of guys who are like, dude, I'm ready for Valentine's Day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more just like it's like, it depends on if you're that kind of like mushy person. You know what I mean? We love when a guy pays for our drinks and meals, and we've even come to expect it.
No.
To some extent, I think that's true.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I will never turn down free food ever
no,
in my
me
life.
either. But I think like when a guy, like if a guy asks me out on a date, normally I'm gonna expect that he's gonna at least offer
Right.
to pay. Now, if you know, obviously, like me and Josh split everything because
Right.
we're married. But like when we were first dating, you know, like he would pay for the movie and everything
Right.
like that. But I think this also changes when you become adults.
Right.
Like when you're in high school, yeah, the guy should probably just pay for everything because like
Yeah.
he's asking you out and like, you know, neither one of you have jobs, so it's like your parents are giving them money and it's like whatever. But
I mean, I don't super expect them to pay for it. I'm willing to pay half as long as that's told one beforehand.
yeah.
And two, I mean, I'm still going to bring money to cover my food,
Mhm.
but I'm not going to expect somebody to do that. I
Yeah.
mean, is it nice? Yes.
Well, I guess more if it's like you shouldn't be a bitch if
Oh,
he
no.
does if he does it
Dude.
or if he asks you to like, hey, if I get the tickets, will you get the popcorn? Like I
Yeah.
think that's perfectly okay.
Right.
You
I mean,
know,
I have
now
trouble by you buying my food, so like
well, you come over and you do my dishes, so like
That's
how
a
we
fair
show
point.
each other love. But
that's a fair point.
here we go. Our local Starbucks barista knows our order by heart because we go there so often.
No.
You know what? They probably would if I ordered the same thing every time, but I don't.
I don't drink coffee.
Honestly, let's put it this way: I order on the app and I go pick it up, so they don't have any idea who I am.
I don't drink coffee, so like
There you go. We don't know how to hold our liquor.
that's wrong. I mean, we just drank an entire bottle of wine tonight.
Coming from a woman who's never had a hangover in her life.
Oh, don't even talk to me right now.
No, I'm just
I
saying.
know.
You know how much I can drink. Alex.
Oh, we generally drink.
Alex and Emily know how much I can
We usually are
drink.
drink for drinks, so I'm
Yeah.
well aware.
So
I was gonna say I wish I could have zoomed in on that expression you gave, but sadly,
this one.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's like I obviously it all depends on your individual constitution. So, yeah. You know. Oh my gosh. Alex, go to Lindsay. I'm going to go deal with my child real quick.
Okay, thanks. We have passion for all things pink and sparkly. That is wrong. I mean, I don't mind pink, but I'm not wearing, like, listen, if I had to wear pink for a wedding, I'm probably not going to be a bridesmaid. That's wrong. I would do it, but I would hate it the whole time. And sparkly. Now, I'm not a huge glitter person because that shit gets everywhere. Like, I still have glitter from the last wedding I was in because we had to wear glitter shoes. Well, we didn't have to wear glitter shoes. I wore glitter shoes because it was Anna's wedding. But there's still glitter all over my closet. Our number one priority is being in a relationship. That's also wrong. I've never technically been in a relationship, so we're going to have to go no there. I mean, I don't know if that counts for me, though, because I am weird. Anna's married, so I don't think that counts. But I don't think it's the number one. Well, I'd say about half the time that's true, because I know a lot of people who are always in a relationship and are never not in a relationship. So.
Cough, Josh. Cough.
And you guys are married, so
yeah.
I'm the only single person here. Pink and sparkly. No, I'm not a pink and sparkly person. I'm black. I wear black 90% of the time.
Was there a transition point? Did you used to be into pink and sparkly?
So I have a twin sister, and when we were younger, they would color code everything. Not my parents, but like other people. And for some reason, it was always pink and purple. And my twin sister is obsessed with the color purple. Super obsessed with the color purple. So that I would always get the pink stuff, which I'm not. I liked it, but I hated it. Mm-hmm. It's like I just dealt with it, and there comes a point where I'm like. But then I like really love the color blue, so I stopped. I tried to get people to stop giving me pink stuff. It didn't happen for a long time. I was like 15. People were still giving me pink stuff.
What are we talking about?
We have a passion for all things pink and sparkly.
No, I hate pink.
Yeah,
although my hair's pink, but
I think it looks more purple.
Don't hold that against me. The final one is our number one priority is being in a relationship.
Yeah, I feel like that was non-compliant with this one because you guys are all married and I'm the only single person.
Yeah,
here.
but like, arguably, I got married late.
That's true. Well,
compared to like a lot of our other friends.
That's true. Well, I mean, a lot of our other friends are still single, so
it's more because I'm too weird for other people. But it's fine.
Hello, have you met me?
I know. There was only one Josh.
It's true.
Kevin, though.
We're not going there. We're not going there.
You willing to move to Ohio, bud?
Yeah. No. I don't know, because I don't know, you've met a couple of our friends who are like always in a relationship. Like every time you turn around, it's like revolving door.
That's true. But it's not our first priority usually. I mean, there are some girls who are like, I just want to get married and have kids, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Kevin sent a purple heart, but he said, no, I have to live in state to keep my job.
Yeah, I'm not going to Jersey, so that's going to be a no-go.
Damn it. Damn it. Anyway, our final topic of the night goes off of this one particular one. Where was it?
It was the touchdown. And
yes, we don't know the difference between a first down and a touchdown. So we were talking about this the other day because Lindsay and I had the unfortunate personalities.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, we were bro girls in high school. Still kind of are now.
In all fairness, I was friends with nobody, but I hung out with the guys more.
But that's what I'm saying. So basically, it's different. It's a little different from like a bra girl.
Yeah.
But like a bro girl is like, for instance, I hung out with dudes more than I did with girls.
Yep.
I was like the statistician for the baseball team. I wrote the column in the newspaper for the football team. I was just like always with the dudes. Like, I would talk to them about like the football game last week, and I'm like, you need to watch that dude on your left. Like, you know what I mean? So, and like you were like an FFA, right?
I was an FFA, Future Farmers of America, for people who don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I played softball. Yeah. I mean, I was in marching band, but I hung out with the football players to a point.
But even then, most people in marching band tend to be dudes, I would say.
Yeah, ours was pretty split. But I went to a small school, so
Same, yeah.
I mean, yours was a little bit smaller than mine.
Yeah.
But I mean, I played I played the bells, which is the glockenspiel, which is just metal xylophone.
Mm-hmm.
But I was in percussion line, which is again mostly males.
Dudes.
And I don't know, I just always
We didn't really wear pink a lot or dresses.
I wore jeans and t-shirts with a ponytail in my hair every day.
I literally
high
wore
school.
sweatpants and Ugg
We weren't
boots.
allowed to wear sweatpants.
Oh well, we could. But yeah, I mean, and the thing is when you hang out as a girl, when you hang out with guys more than girls, you forget how to flirt.
Yeah.
And not just forget, but it's more like I think guys become desensitized to you flirting with them.
Well, and I don't even know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and sometimes I don't even think it's that. It's like if you tried to joke how like the guys are joking.
Yeah.
Some people are going to take that as flirting. You're like, dude, no. Like, I'm really just messing with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, but you were flirting with no. No.
Yeah.
If I was, I didn't mean to.
Because, like, we would do that all the time. Like, I'd hang out with the dudes, and you'd be like, oh,
we
you're
still
so
hang out with
like,
the dudes.
Yeah, we do. But it's more like you kind of become one of the dudes, and then they almost forget that you're a chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, in high school, everybody wanted to date my twin sister,
Mm-hmm.
but they were all scared of me. And I got told that multiple times after high school. Like, oh, yeah, we really liked Megan. And you were cool. But, like, we were too scared to even ask Megan out because of you. And I'm like,
Bitch, why?
I'm a nice person most of the time.
Sometimes. Most of the time.
Up front to people, I'm
We
pretty
can
nice.
be scary.
But, like, as long as you don't do something to, like, hurt my sister, I don't care what you do. Like, but it was just, I don't know, people like, they were like, oh, yeah, we were so scared of you. Actually, there was running bet in high school that I was gay. I'm not.
Oh, there was Josh wanted me to fight some chick.
Oh.
Like, from freshman year to senior year, he was like, you have to fight Jasmine Binion.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not going to fight Jasmine Binion.
I would have paid to see that.
And that's what he said. But yeah, there's a special kind of, and I know there's a lot of us out there.
Yeah.
But most of us either tend to not date at all during high school and just like attempt to date in the real world.
Yeah.
Or they like find that dude early on.
Yeah.
You know, and then they like don't get out of the relationship before high school's over, which that was me.
I don't know. I don't date people now. So it just, I don't know.
That's fair.
I didn't date people in high school though because I felt like, I know it's going to sound really weird, but I felt like I was smarter than them. I don't know. I can't deal with high school maturity levels. Like I was like, you're being stupid. Like I don't know. I guess I felt like older than them and I wasn't.
That also kind of plays into the personality type too.
Yeah.
Because guys tend to be less catty.
Yeah.
Than girls, and so I can't deal with the kind of bullshit drama that would crop up like in our volleyball team.
Yeah,
like I just can't deal with it. It was just too much.
I couldn't handle it with my softball team most of the time.
It was just too much bullshit.
It
like
is.
Just slap each other in the face and get over it.
I can't believe you looked at him. Oh my lord, he was by the vending machine. Leave me alone.
Yeah, like, what am I not? What, want me to run into him?
What do you want me to do? The teacher's right there.
Yeah, so it's like,
I couldn't handle the drama that went, and
we also like, you know, I hunted in high school. I still hunt now, not as often because I
really don't. We don't have the land we used to have though.
Mm-hmm. We just like, I'm just so busy now.
Yeah.
Like I can't just like.
Where did we have time when we had to be at school every day in sports? That's my question.
I used to just take a week off and go hunting.
Oh, see, we weren't allowed. We were allowed to go. We would go before school, and then we could go after school because my dad had to work during the day.
See, my dad would also. He was a teacher.
So my dad worked construction, and you have like timetables. You have to get stuff done. So but it was cool for him because we'd just get off the bus, we'd go get dressed, go out to the woods, hunt till sundown, come down.
Yeah.
But like. And we kept going, oh, yeah, as soon as we graduate, we'll be able to go all day. It'll be great.
Yeah,
you know, and then afterwards, I was like, where did I have time to do homework and school and sports and like and still have time to do the things I wanted to
hang out with friends and do all that kind of shit?
I just go, where did this time that I thought I was supposed to have go? I had more time in high school.
Exactly. Like my day is so much shorter now, it feels.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's like the same. I mean, you have an 8-hour work day and an 8-hour school day. So it's like, but for some reason, and I think it's because we would start school early.
Yeah.
Like you had to be at school at like 7:30 and then get out at 3. Whereas now it's like you start working 9, you can get out 5, and then there's nothing else to do. So, but yeah, it's just such a weird place to be in, because it's like you would like want to flirt with dudes, but like you don't know how, because you just know how to talk to them as like a person, you know what I mean? And so then you're kind of stuck in the middle of being like, well, hi, and then it just gets super awkward. Like it's just like, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Is something wrong with your neck? Come here, I'll crack it for you. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're like, oh, thanks. Yeah, seriously. And like that's how it was too, is then when you finally do get in a relationship, it's even weirder, because like when I was in a relationship, he was on like the baseball team and the football team, and like I was always the type of person where it's like, you know, if one of the linemen like hurt their neck in a game, I'll give him a back, or I'll give him a neck rub. Like I've always been that type of person, and like I'll give my boyfriend a neck rub too. Right. But like, so I would be like giving some dude like a neck rub, and he's all like pissy about it because I'm gonna do the neck rub. I'm like, I'm not doing it in like a sexual way. Like we're sitting at a basketball game, right? Like with like 10 other people. Do you want to win this game? Like, right. So it was like, you know, and
like nowadays I get accused of flirting with people I'm not. So like we were out to dinner. It was me, Megan, and then our friend Haley and Gretchen. And they were like, oh my gosh, you're flirting with that waiter so bad. I'm like, bro, he's dealing with our food, and he just gave us an amazing deal. I'll flirt with him if I want to. Exactly. I wasn't. I was being extremely nice. Yeah. Like, I don't need him spitting in my food. Exactly. But they're like, oh my gosh, Lindsay, just get his number. I'm like, no, because I don't think he's my type. And 2, I'm his type. Yeah. 2, I was just being super nice. Yeah. I don't. Right. So, like, I get all the time accused of flirting with people when I'm not. Yeah. And I'm like, no, that's just thank you for the personality plus, but no.
Right. Yeah. It's so odd. And like, I went to every football game in high school, but I didn't go because like, I just wanted to go like hang out with the other girls that were there. Like I went because I actually wanted to watch the football game.
Oh yeah.
So,
the sad part was in high school, I lift more than some of the guys in the class.
I probably could have coached better.
I lift. That was the one thing where the coach would be like, he would pair me up with one of the guys to lift, because otherwise you're switching weights out. Yeah. And Megan kept wanting to get paired up with me, but Megan's way weaker than I am. Yeah. Well, she's not as strong. Yeah. So I was always paired up with one of the saying that without making it sound cruel. So like when we bench press, I was always with other guys.
Yeah, I was always with other guys when we squatted too.
Yeah. I hate squats. That just reminds me of a day we did that squat with
and I won, bitches.
Yeah, but we went up so we decided to do this competition where we were going to do with the weights on your back. We were
squatting the bar.
And we kept putting more and more weight, and we were there for like 2 hours doing this.
We were there for a long time.
You got up to 250, right? Yes. And then I got to 225, but I couldn't. I got up to we were doing 3 reps, and then we put another weight on.
You did like 1.5. No,
I got to 2. Like, the last one I couldn't do it.
I think I had to help it.
And then for like the whole week afterwards, we couldn't walk.
Oh my God, my legs hurt so bad
because like could not walk.
We had just been working out kind of casually after rehearsals, and
and then we started during the summertime because we had started going more.
Oh yeah, we were going more often. We were going like 3-4 times a week.
Right, and it was leg day, and we were both like, let's just do the squats.
Yeah, like because we were talking about like, ooh, you know, remember when we used to lift in high school and like we were really good squats and stuff, and like then we started doing that, and we were like, damn, my knees hurt.
But then it was just funny because we did that. And we're like, oh yeah, we're so amazing. And then the next day, I was like, Anna, I can't feel my legs.
My legs hurt.
Oh, our back, our legs. I mean, I don't know. I didn't
my shoulders hurt more than anything, just because like the pad that they had.
I just
was
remember
shit.
like I couldn't walk for days afterwards.
It's so funny. Oh my God. And I remember in college, we had a sand volleyball court, and we played sand volleyball for like 4 hours. The next day, things hurt in my body that I didn't know existed. Like I actually thought I was going to fall out of bed. Yeah. And I think I slept on the floor the next day, like in my dorm room, because I couldn't actually climb onto, because my bed was lofted. I could not actually climb onto my bed. Oh. And I remember the first time I had like walk up a hill, I was like, what the hell is that muscle? Yeah. Like, what is that? It was just such a random like group of muscles that got hurt. Like, and then realized I'd never actually played sand volleyball before. I'd only ever played like regular volleyball. So I'm like diving all over the place. And I'm like jumping and shit, but like it's in sand.
Yeah.
So like everything is like 5 times harder.
Yeah. I want to play sand volleyball.
It's so much fun, dude.
See,
We
I've
can
never-
go to the Y.
Okay, well, I've never played volleyball, so I played basketball in middle school and then softball.
Mhm.
I wanted to play football, and actually the coach was going to let me play football because I was a fat. I'm not gonna lie. In high school and middle school, I was a fat girl, and I mean, but I had the muscle for it.
Yeah.
And they were going to let me because I was a tank. They were going to let me come play,
You're like
but
that strong.
yeah, because I was strong enough to do it. And the coaches were like, well, and I worked in construction for my dad on the weekends.
So you were like legit strong.
Strong, and they were like, well, we know you also can take a hit. Like, I'm a farm girl. Like, we're not worried about you. The problem was,
push you around.
yeah, the problem was that another girl tried to try out, but she was like a beanpole, dainty little beanpole, and you were like,
was she gonna be a kicker?
What she was gonna do? She was like good in ballet and stuff, and we were like,
Oh.
he's like, I can't let you play and not her.
I mean, you could. There's this thing
Well,
called tryouts.
Well, but
you guys were such a small school.
Well, it was such a small school, and because we were both females, he couldn't tell one female she could and one female she couldn't.
See, that's such bullshit.
Yeah, I know. But I was like, it's fine. It's not that big a deal. Like,
Still.
I know it was slightly
fun.
upsetting because I think it'd been cool.
We actually went down one time, like when they did like the call for like anybody who'd like to play football, can you please report to the gym? Like there was like a few of us that actually went down and like we signed up for jerseys and shit, and we were like, no, we're not playing football. That's stupid. We're not playing football.
We did a Powerpuff game in high school.
I wish we would have done one. We didn't have any.
Well, we had one. We did juniors and seniors, so it was juniors against the seniors. And the junior year, we almost got rained out, but we played.
Flag?
It was fun. Yeah, flag football.
Yeah.
Well, the next year was this when we were seniors. I knew we knew everybody on the junior team,
Did you do
and I
full
was
contact?
hold on, no. The principal was coaching our team that year, and he goes like, all right, Shoops, you're both tackle, and Megan and I were like, yes, and he goes. You could tell like the reflection of his
He's
face.
like, I'm in position, but don't actually do that.
Wait, no. It was more like, I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh God.
And he's like, you cannot tackle anybody. You do it, and I will give you a suspension. I was like, what if I trip and just land on a girl? And he's like, if you trip and land on a girl, unless I really think it was serious, and he's like, and you better make it look real good, you're getting a suspension.
Yes.
And I was like, fine.
Did you do it?
Hold on. The thing was, we actually got rained out because it sleeted that day. But like, the thing was that the girl who we were going to have to tackle, both the girls that they wanted us up against were like, oh yeah, we're tripping too. I was like, yes. We were all like,
you guys
I was
were
like, just give us the pads and let us do it.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting rained out, but man, we had plans that we were gonna trip. Our shoelaces were gonna come undone. Listen, we had this whole plan. We were gonna do it.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
That's funny.
It's so sad.
Really sucks.
I still got the T-shirt though.
Yeah, I wish we would have done it. Like, but Crestline didn't do it for so long because, I think it was when my dad was in high school. Some chick like broke her neck or some shit.
Yeah.
Because it was like full tackle like football, and like my dad and like his buddies, like they were like the coaches because they were on the football team, and like, but yeah, I mean they would just like go at it, but that would be so much fun. I remember playing that like in the backyard, like just like going at it with people.
See, the funny part was, so we had my high school career, all 4 years we went to state.
Yeah.
My senior year we went
Rub
like
it
we were
in.
in like the top 5.
Rub it
state,
in.
but we lost at that point, but I know. So
we were shit.
The problem was we had an amazing running back. Our quarterbacks were meh, but they worked out. It worked kind of thing. But my junior year, we had a quarterback that was okay. Wasn't the most phenomenal player in the world, but he was good. But the girl that they had playing quarterback for flag football,
which was probably better than your
was
actual quarterback.
100 times better.
Yeah.
She could throw the ball with accuracy that was so scary. And they're like, let's just switch her out for that guy. Let's do it. We kept trying to get him to do it. And they're like, no, we can't let the girl, because she hasn't played this whole time. I'm like, I don't care. She could throw a ball. Like,
Exactly.
Megan can actually throw a football.
And after you throw the ball, you can't tackle the football or the quarterback. So technically you're fine.
Right.
And if your linemen do their thing, then
I know this is gonna. Megan can throw a football really well.
really,
I know,
because
you
pegged that.
I know. I don't know if she can anymore.
Yeah.
But they wanted her to be the quarterback for my junior year. But we had one girl who was a little bit better.
Really?
And then senior year, she couldn't play because of, I don't know, something. And then Megan was supposed to be tackle, but then he was gonna maybe switch her out for quarterback too. But then we didn't play, so it was
so it didn't really matter anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
That's so interesting.
I know, because Megan's not. I mean, you guys don't know Megan, but we know Megan. Megan's not the person you would think would be good at throwing a football. She was the catcher in softball.
She seems like she would be the person who like wouldn't be able to figure out how to like throw a spiral. You know what I mean?
But she's like really good. She just like knows how to naturally do it. Yeah,
so funny. Like how you like, and like that goes back to like the thing, like these guys like think all this stuff about us, and like little did they know that like we can do all this other shit. It's like just because you look at us and like I have pink hair. And,
listen, the best. I was in a car with a group of guy friends, and we were driving somewhere, and they're like, the guy was like, "Oh, if I replace the brake caliber, do I need to replace the brake pads?" And I was just like, "Yeah." And they're like,
"You're like."
They all three turned to look at me like.
Honestly, that's kind of a stupid question.
Well,
because if your calipers are bad, then obviously your pads are bad. Because
they just like something about he had just replaced the pads already. Oh, because they thought that was the problem. But I'm like, But he said, I was like, well, how long? He was like, well, it's been like a couple weeks. I'm like, then just replace both.
Just do it all.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would have been cheaper to just buy the whole system to begin with.
Right. And I was like, but it was funny because it was just like, yes. And all three were like, what? And then they were like,
I know how to change my oil.
Right, I do too.
I can change a tire.
Yeah. Well,
I can check all my fluids.
I can repair a tire. So if you get like one of the repair kits,
like
so
easy.
Well, the guy was like, I gotta nail my tire. I was like, well, do you have a tire repair kit? And they're like, no. I was like, well, if somebody takes you to Walmart and get you one, I can fix it right now.
Right.
And they're like, no. And I was like, yeah. So I was like,
not hard.
I mean, I know how to work on a vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not phenomenal. Like I don't know.
I can do basic
maintenance. I don't know. I can't tell you what's wrong with your car right now.
I can do basic maintenance. Like I can change my oil. I choose not to because it's easier to just pay somebody $30 and do it.
I just have my
I know how to
do
check
it.
all my fluids. I know what type of oil I need.
Right.
I know how to change a tire. I know where my tire's at.
Right.
I know where to put a jack.
Right.
Like, I can tell like when my brakes need changed. Like
But well, so right now when headlight's out.
Yeah.
To get to my headlight, you have to like tear the top. You have to tear a bunch of shit out to get to my I don't. It's just the way they designed this vehicle. I know it because that's what we've been waiting on.
Makes sense to me.
What?
When they in the Chryslers when they put the battery in the back.
Yeah.
Why would you put the battery so far away from the rest of the electrical system?
I don't know, Megan's car.
And you're taking up trunk space.
Megan's car, because we had to jump her lawnmower.
Yeah.
So you can get to ground really easily, but to get to the red, to the other one.
Is it a Chevy? Yeah. Or is it a Chrysler?
It's a Chevy.
Okay.
We're Chevy or Jam.
Yeah.
But like there's a hose that runs just in front of it. And you're like, so I had to like hold back this thing, clamp it, and hope that didn't get knocked off while I'm trying to jump her lawnmower. Yeah. But it was like
so annoying.
The guy came across the street, goes, "Hey, you guys need help?" I was like, "Gotcha, bye." Thanks, so I know how to jump a car.
But it's like I know how to do that. I could frame in a wall.
Oh, I know how to do that.
I know how
I know how to lay block. I know how to pour concrete.
Yeah.
I know how to paint well, so it looks good.
Yeah.
That's a skill. Framing. I know most plumbing. I don't know a lot. Electrical
either not a
listen
whole
welding
lot of electrical,
welding class was always fun.
Dude, I wish I would have had welding
we
class.
We had it through FFA. We had welding class, and the funny part, it was evenly matched girls and guys. And all of the girls, I'm not kidding, were 100% better at doing like they knew how to weld, but ours were like nice welds. So they would always like Albright would come teach us something, tell us what to do, and he'd go back to his office. So then the guys would come up and be like, "Hey, can you guys do this for us so it looks good and we get a good grade?" So we would do it, and he found out, and we had these huge projects due at the end. He's like, "If any of you help them with their welds on this project, I will give you an automatic F." So we were not. So what we did was we went and helped them by like
telling them like
looking over and
like, that looks good.
And then what they did is they had the one guy who ended up actually doing a good weld. He did everybody's project.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm not kidding.
So that way you guys didn't get in trouble. Like,
we
didn't do it, I swear.
Well, and then to help us out, they would like bring us food all the time.
God, I
for
know,
it.
isn't that best?
Yeah, well, listen, the fruit sales.
You know,
were
my
always
thing
the
was,
best.
mine wasn't welding. I would forge parent signatures on progress reports.
Oh, I've done that a couple times.
That was my thing. So I would sign Josh's all the time.
It's because we're artists.
My cousin Mike, one time, he actually like forgot about it, and he got his mom on the phone to tell me that it was okay that I forged her signature. I'm like, Mike, you should just have me do it. Nobody would have known.
I forgot about a permission slip one time. And I went to the bathroom, and this is we just had like the flip, like we had those phones that you sideways. And I texted my mom in the bathroom and was like, Mom, I forgot. Is it okay? And she was like, she's like, Lindsay, you've been signing my signatures for years. Why are you asking now? And I was like, well, I'm an adult and I have a consciousness. Like,
like I don't know.
Oh, I could forge my mom and dad's from. I can't anymore. But
my Uncle Bob actually taught me how to do his.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like his secretary.
Well, my dad didn't care because he was like, then I don't have to sign anything. But my mom was like, no, not unless you've talked to me. And I was like, okay.
Okay, whatever.
You're not awake in the morning anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like girls can do a lot of stuff. And you guys don't give us credit for it.
Well, I just think it's because it's probably but I think
and
it's better now.
I'm not saying that like girls are better than guys, because there are things that you guys can do that like we can't do. Like obviously, like if we could have played football in high school,
pee and sign our name in the snow.
We could, but it would be very difficult.
Well, I mean, I have a go girl, but like it's not the same. Listen, I know.
But that is a skill that we wish we had.
It's true.
I wish I could pee standing up and not have to use toilet paper every time.
That would be fantastic.
Really sucks. But yeah, I mean, like, because like we could have played football in high school, but there's no way like we could have ever competitively played like in college or pro or anything like that.
Because that was always my biggest complaint, was there's like only one professional women's sport. Well, there's two technically. It's golfing,
basketball, golf, tennis.
Oh, tennis, yeah. But I was like, we didn't have tennis in high school. Like Crestview didn't have tennis, and soccer. I played soccer. That's true. They do. Well, when I was high school, there was only like a few. In golf, they were getting there, but it really wasn't big enough. But like I wanted to play softball. I wanted to play baseball. Yeah. Actually, I wanted to play baseball. Yeah. Because I was a power hitter. So if I could hit a baseball or softball that far, could you imagine a baseball? But
because softball is the equivalent of baseball, you can't technically play baseball. Well,
technically you're supposed to be able to play both, but I played softball. And then, but like, what am I supposed to do after college besides play for maybe the Olympics if you're good enough for it? Like, there isn't.
People don't tune in to ESPN2 to watch.
Well, some do, but
softball.
Yeah.
You know, more people watch the Little League World Champions than that.
Which it ended up working out for me because
I always wanted to be a professional horseback rider.
Oh, that would be fun.
I always thought it'd be so cool. I'm like that horse girl that never grew out of it.
Listen, I already know though. My problem is if I had a horse, I'd be playing cowgirl all day. Oh my God, yes! I feel like we'd be big barrel racers. I can't speak tonight.
The fact that you can have a horse and develop a relationship with it, like a actual bond with it, in Red Dead Redemption Online makes me want to play Red Dead Redemption Online.
I just
That's the problem.
If we ever had a pony,
I want a horse so bad. I used to watch Saddle Club all the time.
Oh, we did too. God. I always wanted one, but my dad was, because we were farmers, but my dad was big on if an animal can't produce something
we
for
can
you.
round up the cattle, Dad.
Well, but we didn't need to round up the cattle. I mean,
but you could have.
I could have, but I mean, there's 4-wheelers for that. And most of the time, if you just shake the feed bucket, they come running. I know, but my dad's a farmer. My dad's big on if they're just gonna like, they don't produce something useful.
It produces my happiness.
Yeah,
Dad.
I know. But the sad part was I'm actually really good with horses. Because my aunt has them, but he's like, yeah, if they're not. So he used to call them hay burners because how dare you? I mean, they just eat. I mean, like unless you're showing them or doing something,
they produce happiness.
They produce a lot of work.
Who cares?
They are very, very, very consuming.
Board it.
It's still money you don't have, Anna. We didn't have that kind of money.
I would find it.
I mean, we raised animals and stuff for a reason. We didn't have the money to keep buying meat all the time.
I would find the money.
No.
I would work an additional job and fund that.
I had thought
I
about
would.
it.
I'm not even lying. I would actually work a second job.
I had thought about it.
to fund that. To fund.
There's
the
also the
boarding
problem
of
with
my
there
horse.
isn't that many stables near us either. To be able to.
I can think of 3.
It's true. I mean, but
There's that one over in Ontario right by the movie theater, J&J Stables.
oh yeah, I forgot about
Board them
that.
right there. They already have beautiful horses.
That's true.
The witches.
What's the one is that the one we went and rode on?
No, we went to Equestrian Valley,
Oh, that's right.
which is if you
mad.
live in the Mansfield, Ohio region and you want to go horseback riding, go to
I'm
Equestrian
still
Valley.
mad.
It's so much fun. Why?
Because the horse I got.
Oh my god.
They gave me I have ridden before.
Yeah.
They gave me this horse. The problem is the horse had been ridden like 12 times that day, and he was
Yeah,
ready
he
to
was
go to his
tired.
stall. He was done with
He's like, I wanna
everything.
go home.
And I was trying so hard to get this. He didn't want to move. I don't blame him.
Mhm.
I do
he was
not
probably
blame him.
tired.
And when we got back, the one handler was
The woman, yeah.
was so mad because he had already been on like 12 rides
Yeah.
that day. And they're like, well, we didn't know who else to pick. How about this other one who had been on
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, it's
And he's
fine.
like,
yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah, I know. And she's like, she apologized to me, but
Yeah.
I was like, and the bad part was during the ride, they kept yelling at me to get him moving. And
I
I'm
know.
like,
we'll have to go
he
back.
doesn't want to go.
Yeah, we'll have to go back earlier in the day maybe.
Yeah.
Because Oliver really wants to go.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
horseback riding. I think it'd be funny to watch Josh try and ride a horse.
I used to ride draft horses at my aunt's because she's got a couple of them.
Mm.
I like draft horses
What's she
slightly
have?
better. She had 2 black percherons for a while.
I love
But the
Percherons. They're
one-
so pretty.
They were black, and the one she ended up giving to an Amish because he had some behavioral issues, so they were like gonna retrain him because they wanted to like have a wagon,
Yeah.
pull stuff.
Mhm.
So like she had a team, but the one was like needed work, and the other one, which they called Tiny Tim, he was huge.
I need him.
He was great, but they ended up having to put him down
Oh,
2 years ago.
what happened?
He's just old. I mean, they
Oh.
were super old. I actually think he might have picked up some colic because he was so old he
Yeah.
couldn't get through it.
Mhm.
Then they have 2, I want to say Belgians, but they may not be Belgians. They're like a tan. They're not like a Palomino coat, like the dark like honey color.
Oh, okay.
And then that was Nick and Rosie.
Mhm.
And Rosie, she's super sweet. You could ride her bareback. We used to do it all the time. Problem is, Rosie freaks out with horse flies. So me and my cousin Hayden were riding her.
Yeah.
And I was on her. Hayden had gotten off.
Uh-huh.
And all we had was the harness and the lead and
Yeah.
bareback. And she
Oh,
started
no.
bucking horribly. I hung on. I was past the 8 seconds mark, but she was freaking out, and I ended up falling. And she's like a tall
Yeah, oh
horse.
yeah.
And I landed on my butt right on a rock. I know I bruised my
Ooh.
tailbone, but my aunt's roommate was like, Lindsay, I'm not gonna lie. She's like, the grace that you just fell off that horse was beautiful. She's like, it was like you meant to do it. And I was like, well, thank you.
funny.
I fell off a horse
Mhm.
gracefully.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Percherons and Belgiums are draft horses. And
Yeah.
they are at
Huge.
least, I want to say at least 5 foot at the shoulder.
I'd say
They can be taller, but I would say
the one
average.
could have easily
They're
been taller in this room.
They're between 6 and 8 feet.
Yeah.
Like at the
Shoulders,
the shoulder.
yeah.
So they're big.
Yeah,
They're very
huge.
big. So
And
it doesn't
Rosie
matter.
was not a little girl.
And it doesn't matter if you're falling off like just, oh look, I fell off.
Like falling off a
Like, if
regular
you-
horse hurts. Let
Yeah,
alone
I got bucked
been
off
bucked.
a Palomino once.
we got bucked off of a quarter horse. One time.
But then she fell on me.
oh, that's not fun.
It was at a birthday party, and I don't even know why they were having people ride her anyway. But kids were like running around in front of her, like yelling and screaming
Oh
and
yeah,
running.
not good.
And so she reared up, and I slid off her back,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then she fell on, like her butt
Yeah.
landed on my legs. And I went horseback riding like a week later. Like I knew it wasn't her fault. Like
Yeah. Yeah, horse. I love them. I just also, if I had the money, I wouldn't have no problem buying. But I don't.
either.
If I had like the money to spend,
What would you be your ideal horse?
that's
And this
so
will be the last
hard.
question. Then we gotta wrap it up. But
Yeah, I know. I really like a blue Rowan.
okay, two horses. if
Okay,
you could have.
okay.
So
I want like
blue
a
Rowan.
blue Rowan horse
Yeah,
of some sort.
beautiful, gorgeous.
Right. I think that's and then I want like an all black
Yeah,
of
like
some
what
sort.
breed?
Oh, I don't know, because like I want a draft horse, but I also wouldn't mind having like a regular horse.
I want a Frisian.
Well,
I want
Friesians
a
are
Frisian. I want a
beautiful.
Frisian more than life itself.
Yeah, Frisians are beautiful.
And then
I always wanted a Tennessee Walker, but I don't. Their gaits are so choppy anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. So I love Frisians.
What's that horse that we saw? No, I know what I want.
What?
That one on that TikTok, the blue one with that was like more majestic than anything in life itself. He was that big boy that came out of that big draft horse. Remember we looked up the breed and we were like, he was super tall. It's a TikTok and people were like, this is not fair. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Oh my God. I don't know if I have it anymore.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I know you do. Once you see it, you'd be like, oh.
Did you send it to me?
Yeah, once upon a time.
Or did I send it to you?
No, I sent it to you like forever ago.
On TikTok or in a text message?
Probably both.
Oh, probably. She likes to send me stuff on TikTok, and
she doesn't answer the TikToks. I'll find it one day. But
I either want a Frisian.
It's like it starts with an A, but it was like one of the oldest draft horses known to man. It's not but it's like one of them. I don't know. It looks like a Frisian, but it's like a gray dapple. But it was like this huge. They get huge. They're like they have to make barns super big for them because they get so big. Do you know what I'm talking about now?
I think I do. Yeah.
That's the one I want. Yes, that's it.
All right,
that's the one I want.
Yeah, he was a big boy. This guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I want it more blue-gray than the brown.
You want? Oh, if you could find him in a blue roan.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want.
He is a big boy.
Have you seen if I can find the TikTok again, I'll send it to you. But
dang.
Yeah, he big boy.
He big boy. Oh yeah, because they had him in Red Dead.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. People are like, oh yeah, but they have like it's a red rowan.
I mean, these horses are like,
it's not
tanks, dude. Okay,
it's not fair how pretty they are.
ARDENNAIS.
You telling me or them?
I'm telling her. ARDENNAIS. I mean, they're like big boys.
Oh, they're big boys.
These horses are meant.
That looks like Hawkeye in horse form.
Yes, because all the jokes on it were like, "That's the Vin Diesel of horses." Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, they were like.
But like the one I showed you was like a blue gray color. But man, yeah, that would be what I want.
He's a big boy.
Because I remember telling Megan, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'd match your dog because my Hawkeye needs to lose some weight."
That one.
Oh,
beautiful. But yeah, I've always wanted a Frisian. I think they're gorgeous.
It's true. I do really like this.
Oh
yeah. Look at that big boy.
Look at that big boy.
Oh yeah, like the one on top in the middle. That's kind of what I want.
But the second one from the right.
Up top.
Nope. Other one. Sorry.
Second one.
There you go. Second one from the left.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want the braid, but I want that coloring.
Pretty boy.
They're huge.
They're massive. How big are they? How many hands are they?
I mean, the guy's standing right next to that one.
Size.
That's a younger one though.
Oh my God, they weigh between 1,500 and 2,200 pounds.
Big boys.
Mares stand on average of 15.3 hands high.
Whew.
And a hand is like 18 inches, 15 inches.
I think so.
So 15
I think.
times 15 is
15 times 10 is, yeah. It's yeah. 225. Thank you.
225 inches.
220. Oh.
No, I must be thinking wrong. How big is a hand? Hand size for horse.
I mean, that's 18 feet, so that's not right.
That's not right. 4 inches.
4 inches.
Thanks. Wrong. Anyway, 4 times 15 though. That's 5 foot.
Yeah.
But that's 5 foot at the shoulder.
Yeah.
So their heads are another 4 feet.
And they can get bigger than that.
That was just a mare.
Yeah, that's just the mares
which
are
is
shorter.
typically smaller.
I feel like I would want a male anyway.
But then males are 16. Josh, you forgot to take trash out. I can hear his thing going on. I hope it wakes him up too and he has to take it out.
He's gonna ask why we're still on here.
Anyway, yeah, I wanted a Frisian. I wanted an Arabian.
Arabians are pretty.
Yeah, beautiful.
The gray dapples, another one I would love to have.
All right. But anyway, we gotta wrap this up. Josh wanted me to make sure I mentioned the Elgato. So, for you gamer girls out there, if you wanna stream and record your video games, then yeah, free giveaway. Sign up. It's a $180 value. So that's
nice.
Probably less enthusiastic than he wanted me to be, but you know, you get what you get. So, all right, yeah. So that wraps up this episode of Ladies' Night. So
Another fantastic one.
fantastic one.
Fantastic.
So yeah, but keep boozing on Sunday night.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. So have a good night. We'll see y'all next week in the normal podcast format, where Josh will talk about a bobcat.
True.
Tag you're it.
Tag you're it.
You guys in the back, you are not excluded from this.
Tag it.